So this is the Pathfinder. Part of this 5-minute upgrade is trying to make it where these can either be easily put in and out or it doesn't fall out. Because one of the problems I was having with the first iteration was if you had it say this way, it wouldn't fall out. But as soon as you turned it this way, for some reason these were too small and they'd fall out. So I had to fix that. So I upgraded it to this. 1 second. Boom. Looks completely different, I know. Don't worry. But what I did is I had to extend the circles out a little bit so you can see it kind of overlaps there. And I also added these kind of concave cuts on the inside to hopefully allow it to kind of bend and squish in a little bit so it's easier to get in and out. So the one thing I do want to clarify though is I model this like the prototype. I do not model it how it should go just because it's easier to model it how it prototypes, because then it actually works when you want to make it in real life. So touches a little bit, but in the 3D print it is a lot smaller, but these little concave things here kind of help it go in and out, so then I can pinch it in and then pull it back out. So it does help, as well as it's pretty much the same thing. It still allows it to go around. It just, the easement of this is easier. So that was the kind of upgrade for this. If you think of any more upgrades I can make, let me know. But yeah, there's the upgrade. And so here comes the 3D printed part. So this was the old part. As you can tell, it's fairly simple. You got the same little top here. This is where you put the magnets. So these are actually just a tiny hair smaller than the actual size of this. Like, if you can kind of tell, it's a little off center just to make sure they don't fall out. My main problem was, like, if another magnet touches it, it'll fall out, and we don't want that. So I made it a little smaller, so you kind of had to force it in there, but it also, like, now it's sturdy. It ain't moving nowhere. So then this is the new one. So a couple problems. First off, it's a little tight, so it doesn't move as smoothly as the other one, yet still does the same thing. And now, let's see, can you get in there and look at that? Yeah, it's gonna be kind of hard to tell. See, let's see. Yeah, the other problem I figured out was they do pinch, but you gotta pinch it together. Having it in there doesn't pinch it. So I haven't been able to get it out. There you go, got it out. Haha. So let's see, can you tell? Gosh, there's no light. Yeah, it's a really kind of crappy print, but man, it's hard to tell. But yeah, there's little insides in there that are bent, so you can kind of squish it just a little bit right there. See a little squish? So yeah, so that makes it a tad easier to then easily, super easily, put it in there. See, didn't even work. Okay, maybe a faulty print. Okay. There she be. Now she's in. But still does the same thing. Nothing to worry about there. But yeah, I guess throw some ideas on how to make it pinch better. You could add something here. It's just, yeah, it's a tight squeeze, and but it leaves a lot up to the imagination on how you want to make it work. But still spins smoothly, still does exactly what I want. So kind of good, kind of bad, but again, the perfect prototype or perfect product is hundreds of different prototypes to make sure it works. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.